Well, just in time for the holidays. Whew, just in time. A lot of desserts, of course, you can make with pumpkins. Today we're going to make pumpkin scones, and we're putting on a nutmeg glaze. And our dessert diva, Danette Randall, here to show us how to make this dessert. Hello, Danette.
Hello, Tom.
So this is just in time for the holidays.
You know, there's not really that much time.
I know.
Smart Alec. That's all I'm saying.
Smart what?
Smart Alec. Smart Alec.
What do you got here?
We don't have that much time. We've got another alternative to pumpkin pie for the holidays. Pumpkin scones.
Who doesn't like a good scone?
Who doesn't like a good scone? They're popular all over the world, Tom.
They're big.
All over
They're
the
big.
world.
So what are we making? How we do this?
Okay. Follow me.
Okay.
Pay attention,
I am.
and you shall know. Okay, first we're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees.
A little hotter.
A little bit hotter for the scones. You want them a little bit crisper on the outside, a little bit moist on the inside.
Of course.
So I've got, of course, half a cup of milk. I've got half a cup of the pure pumpkin.
So it's not pumpkin pie filling, as I like to point out.
Oh, Tom, we've already pointed that out.
It's pure
but
pumpkin.
Angie did tell me that she tried the pure pumpkin this time, and she did like it much better.
Yeah, it's much better.
There's no fillers.
Yeah.
Better to add your own spices.
Sure.
We're just going to...
I used it. I was making pumpkin coladas this weekend.
Pumpkin coladas?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
fantastic.
We should make that next Monday.
With
What do you
pure
think?
pumpkin filling.
2 teaspoons of vanilla. You know, I was thinking these scones are kind of like a bed and breakfast if you have company. So
Really?
I make the pumpkin scones, you make pumpkin coladas.
Someone's got to make the bed.
Nobody will ever want to leave. Nobody will
breakfast.
ever want to leave. All right,
So we have the vanilla.
Stir that on up, 2 teaspoons vanilla, and that's that for the...
All right, let's
so what
go.
I have here, all done. Time to drink a pumpkin colada, apparently. Okay, so I've got 2 cups of flour.
Right.
1/4 teaspoon salt, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder.
Right.
And now we're going to take half of a cup of brown sugar. Let's kind of stir that on up. Have you had a pumpkin scone before?
I've never had a pumpkin scone, much less one covered with nutmeg glaze.
Well, you are in for a treat.
Again,
I've got,
as I am every Monday.
A half a teaspoon of cloves and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Okay.
We're just going to stir that on up. Yeah, scones are really a signature dish of mine.
Oh, I know
I'm
that.
big,
Yeah.
you know, everywhere.
A lot of times when I'm walking down the street, people ask about Danette's scones.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big.
And then I just go on and on. What are you adding now?
We're going to do a teaspoon of nutmeg.
Right.
Nutmeg's very strong, but I like it a little spicy.
Okay.
So, teaspoon of nutmeg. Stir that on up. Now, what I have here is a half a cup of butter. It looks like a little bit more, but it's not.
It is a half a cup, and but you cut it up into little clumpy lumps.
Yes, you want it to be in little pieces, and you can work this in either with a pastry cutter or just with a couple of forks.
Or you could hire someone.
You could hire somebody, but no,
Have them do it
Tom,
for you.
I don't do that. I don't do that to my fans. I make everything myself.
I like to, it's not popular right now, but I always outsource that kind of job. When I'm having someone putting butter into my mixture, I outsource that.
Oh my gosh, I outsource it too. I'm very big in Mozambique, Tom.
I'll put it in a FedEx package and ship it to somewhere in the Middle East.
Mozambique. Oh, that's not the Middle East.
No, close though.
So we're just going to stir this on up.
Right.
What I'm going to do is sometimes it's easier to just do your fingers.
Yeah.
What you want is coarse crumbs to follow. The little bitty pieces of butter are going to mix in with the flour and the brown sugar, and they're going to form coarse little crumbs, almost like a cornmeal. Why are you laughing? This is really what you do.
No, I'm just laughing because this is what I do.
Yeah. Oh, this is what you do when you make your scones?
It makes me laugh.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
then you
standing here watching you do this.
You stir this up. Now, a scone should be, flaky and tender, somewhere in between a biscuit and a shortbread.
Right.
I'm just telling you.
No,
I like mine a little bit more on the moist side.
Yes.
So that's why we're adding this. Now you're just going to stir this up. And I'm really promising you that this does turn into a dough.
Really?
And you can see, yeah.
Because it doesn't look like it's gonna.
Well, it really is going to.
But it does have that wonderful holiday smell with the nutmeg, the cloves, everything. It's got that.
You bake these up, and one thing about scones, they're not just for desserts anymore, my friend. You whip these out.
You can have them as a full meal.
You can have these with tea.
I'll just
Come on,
sometimes
that's
sit
all
down
I'm
and have some scones and some asparagus.
I'm
Call it a
telling
night.
you, bake these up, and you won't get rid of people at your house. So if you want your guests to leave, please don't make these, because that's all I'm saying. All right. Now,
Never a problem at my house.
People
are dying to get out of
there.
there.
Anyway, so you can see now that it's formed a dough, and what you would do is just roll this on out.
Yep.
It's a dough. I don't understand your hesitation.
I'm not hesitating. I'm just spectating.
Dough. Now all you're going to do is roll this into about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch.
Right.
And you're just going to cut it up like a pie. You can use a knife, you can use a pizza cutter into wedges that would make 8. I actually made 12, 1 because they're thinner, and 2 because everybody always wants some when I'm here, so I want to spread the love.
Right, have more.
Spread the love.
Mas.
So all you have here is the nutmeg glaze. It's just powdered sugar, about a tablespoon of milk, a little bit of nutmeg. Like I said, nutmeg is spicy, so if you want it a little bit less, kind of test it. Test it, just like milk with glaze too. Make sure you add that.
Bake it out.
What, is it time to go?
Yeah, we got to go. So we bake them out?
We're going to bake them for 20 minutes. They're just going to start to turn a little bit brown around the edges. They're delicious. You're going to love them.
And we glaze after they cool, right?
Yep, you're going to take I brought the pastry brush because it's much better to kind of take them out, brush the whole thing. Then I made a little bit of a thicker glaze as to aesthetically please you, Tom. I wanted it to be pretty.
The recipe is on the website right there at kwgn.com. Click on News and then Dessert Diva, and we'll taste test these in just a couple of minutes.
And go to Waffle Brothers.
Right now?
Right now.
I got to finish the show.
Corona.
I can't.
Okay.
Thanks, Danette.
Thanks, Tom.
Cool It is a new